Hey everyone, Anders here with another video. Today I'm going to give you a summary of all of Seraph's skills as we have them in Black Desert's global lab test server. Starting off, we have her normal attack called Absolute Goyen's Greatsword Arts. This is your basic attack that converts into a brand new skill called Purga Enslar's Greatsword Arts when you are in the Avatar of Condemnation state. In this form, it becomes a 5-second cooldown skill that can be used while it is on cooldown and offers a 32 AP buff as well as a stiffness and bounce CC effect. Next we have Fling Kick and its combo link Absolute Flow Divine Opening that both have 10-second cooldowns and can be used while they are on cooldown. Fling Kick offers a 32 AP buff while Absolute Flow Divine Opening offers a 12 evasion debuff on good hits. This attack becomes Purga Spreading Violence when you are in the Avatar of Condemnation state. In this form it becomes a 6-second cooldown skill that can be used while it is on cooldown and offers a 12 evasion debuff on good hits while also gaining a forward guard. Next we have Absolute Line Breaker, which is an 8-second cooldown skill. This is your RMB attack that converts into a new skill called Purga Perpetual Persecution when you are in the Avatar of Condemnation state. In this form it becomes a 7-second cooldown skill that offers a 32 AP buff as well as forward guard during the skill. Next we have Absolute Rising Slash, which is an 8-second cooldown skill. This is your SRMB attack that converts into Purga Unveiled Enmity when you are in the Avatar of Condemnation state and is a 3-second cooldown which offers a 20 DR buff and provides super armor into forward guard during the skill. Next we have Absolute Oblique Rising Slash, which is a 10-second cooldown skill. This is your WRMB attack that offers a 32 AP buff and super armor. Next we have Absolute Mark of Judgment, which is another 10-second cooldown skill. This is your SF attack that offers forward guard during the skill. Next we have Absolute Twin Rising Slash, which is another 10-second cooldown skill. This is your SLMB attack that recovers 60 health per hit and offers forward guard during the skill. Now next we have our Unshakeable Will combo skills. Unshakeable Will is your unique passive for Seraph that applies an attack speed increase effect of up to 15% when using certain skills and also allows you to use certain skills while still being able to combo into the next skill in the chain. So the first combo starting skill is called Absolute Flow Impelling Slash, which offers forward guard during the animation and is activated with LMB after using certain skills. The second combo starting skill is called Absolute Flow Shoulder Smite, which offers stiffness and knockdown CC on attacks 1 and 2 and is activated with RMB after using certain skills. The next combo skill in the chain is called Absolute Combo Crushing Descent, which offers super armor and can be activated with either LMB or RMB from either of the two combo starting skills. The last combo skill in the chain is called Combo Bone Breaker, which offers super armor and is activated with space after using Absolute Combo Crushing Descent. Next we have Absolute Impelling Thrust, which is a 6-second cooldown skill that offers stiffness CC and super armor during the skill. This is your WLMB skill that can be animation cancelled with your forward movement dash and also converts into Sacra Impelling Thrust while you're in the Champion of the Holy Covenant state. In this form it deals a lot more damage. Next we have Absolute Impelling Surge, which is a 3-second cooldown skill that offers super armor during the skill animation. This is your WF skill that converts into Purga Surging Fury when you're in the Avatar of Condemnation state. In this form, it now has a 7-second cooldown and offers a 25 damage reduction debuff on good hits. Next, we have Absolute Crossing Slash, which is a 10-second cooldown skill that offers a 25 damage reduction debuff on good hits and knockdown CC. This is your Shift Q skill that converts into Sacra Crossing Slash while you're in the Champion of the Holy Covenant state. In this form, it has a 6-second cooldown, deals more damage, but keeps the damage reduction debuff and knockdown CC. Additionally, it converts into Purga Whirling Slash while you're in the Avatar of Condemnation state. In this form, it has a 7-second cooldown, keeps that damage reduction debuff and knockdown CC effect, and gains super armor into forward guard during the skill. Next, we have Absolute Horizon Slash, which is a 10-second cooldown skill that offers super armor during the skill and recovers 400 health per hit. There is no collision while using this skill. This is your Shift F skill that converts into Sacra Horizon Slash while you're in that Champion of the Holy Covenant state. In this form, it has an 8-second cooldown and gains more damage. Additionally, it converts into Purga Seething Hatred while you're in the Avatar of Condemnation state. In this form, it has a 7-second cooldown, gains more damage, loses that health recovery effect, but gains super armor into forward guard during the animation. Next, we have Absolute Poena Divina, which is a 10-second cooldown skill that offers forward guard during the skill and serves as your 100% Black Spirit Rage skill. This is your Shift E skill that initiates one of the 2 Seraph awakening states you have: Champion of the Holy Covenant or Avatar of Condemnation. You can only ever choose to have one of these available to you to activate. Once you use your 100% Black Spirit Rage Poena Divina skill, you will gain 60 seconds of whichever state you chose in the skill window. Absolute Poena Divina converts into Sacra Poena Divina while you are in the Champion of the Holy Covenant state. In this form, it has an 8-second cooldown and deals more damage. Additionally, it converts into Purga Piercing Despair while you're in the Avatar of Condemnation state. In this form, it has a 7-second cooldown, recovers 500 health on hit, and has a super armor into forward guard effect during the skill. Next, we have Absolute Grave Sundering, which is a 10-second cooldown skill that offers super armor during the animation and knockdown CC. This is your Shift LMB skill that also serves as your 200% Black Spirit Rage skill. It converts into Sacra Grave Sundering while you're in the Champion of the Holy Covenant state. In this form, it becomes a 6-second cooldown skill that deals more damage, retains knockdown CC, loses super armor but gains a 25 damage reduction debuff on good hits. Additionally, it converts into Purga Bursting Rancor while you're in the Avatar of Condemnation state. In this form, it has a 7-second cooldown, becomes a charging high damaging skill. You lose that knockdown CC, but you gain super armor into forward guard during the animation. Next, we have Absolute Culling the Dead, which is a 10-second cooldown skill that offers super armor during the animation. This is your Shift RMB skill that converts into Sacra Culling the Dead while you're in that Champion of the Holy Covenant state. In this form, it becomes an 8-second cooldown skill that deals more damage and changes animation, which allows you to hold RMB for more distance traveled. Additionally, it converts into Purga Raining Curses while you're in that Avatar of Condemnation state, and in this form, it gains super armor during the animation and has bound CC. Next, we have Bladewall, which is our Q block. It is a forward guard block that also gains CC immunity to everything but grapple CC. You recover 25% of your max mana per block, and you have a 20 damage reduction buff while holding block. Next, we have Absolute Armor Crush, which is a 4-second cooldown skill that can be used while it is on cooldown. This is your space flow skill that works after any other skill animation and offers a 25 damage reduction debuff as well as a stiffness CC. Next, we have Vanguard Chase and your Dauntless Will passive. These are your dashes. It is a 2-second cooldown dash available during the cooldown as well and offers iframe into super armor during the animation. The passive allows you to dash 2 more times with a super armor effect. This dash also converts into Purga Dark Pursuit while you're in that Avatar of Condemnation state. In this form, the cooldown becomes 1.5 seconds. You gain a 15% movement speed buff, and you have iframe throughout the entire animation. Next, we have Gallows Grip, which is your grapple skill. This has a 13-second cooldown with a floating CC effect. For additional passives, you have Devout Heart, which gives you 500 max health and 10 damage reduction. Fervor Sanctus gives you 10% attack speed, and while in the Avatar of Condemnation state, you gain an additional passive called Purga Sanguine Heart. This passive allows you to recover 300 health when struck and gain 20% damage reduction for for 1 second while using your Avatar of Condemnation infused skills. Lastly, your Awakening or Ascension buff is locked to your Champion of the Holy Covenant state. In this form, you can use Sacra Proclamatio, which has a 3-minute cooldown and offers 10% back attack, air attack, and down attack damage increases, 30% movement speed increase, and 1500 max health for 30 seconds. Those are all the skills for Seraph. She is a damage reduction class, and when it comes to damage numbers, expect some changes when the class goes live in a few days, but as always, I'll have a rundown with all the percent changes we see once this class goes live on Korean servers. That's all I have for you in this one. I'll keep testing Seraph and bring you updated videos on the class later in the channel. Again, reminder, just because someone doesn't like this class doesn't mean you won't. The game is currently free, so you lose nothing by trying her out in a few days once she goes live if you are a new player. So if she seems even remotely cool to you, no harm in trying her out when she releases. I'll be going over the class some more on test server and seeing how she feels in PvE, so expect more videos on Seraph fairly soon. Let me know what you think about Seraph in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.